and I am Maddie's mother, and I am a nurse at the hospital, so I'm going to talk to you about the human body. The human body is made up of organs, which make systems, and the very basis of it is tissues. So we're going to start from the outside and work our way in. The largest organ in the body is called skin. It is a part of the integumentary system, and what it does is it keeps everything inside your body. It also protects from UV rays so you don't get too bad of sunburn, and it also protects against bacteria and viruses as well. So that's why it's so important to wash your hands. So with the integumentary system, that keeps everything inside, and it encapsulates the skeletal system. The skeletal system, as you know from your homework, is made up of bones, and then you also have skeletal muscles. That is the next system, is the muscular system. Now, it gets a little complicated because then you have tendons that connect muscles to bones, and then you have ligaments which connect bones to bones. And I don't really have a lot of bones on this guy, except for the spinal cord, and we'll get to that later. So right after that, my most favorite part of the human body is going to be the respiratory system. The respiratory system is your lungs. Now, it's gonna get a little freaky because you can take this guy apart. So if we take the lungs off, that carries and brings in oxygen, and you blow out carbon dioxide. Now, this oxygen is really, really cool after I take out the two lungs, because the blood from the heart goes to the lungs and it gets oxygenated, and then it comes back to the heart. We're gonna take this guy apart, and it comes back to the heart, and the heart is gonna pump it out to the rest of the body. The oxygenated blood goes away from the heart in vessels called arteries, and then it comes back to the heart in vessels called veins. So this heart and the lungs work hand in hand all together to make sure that we have enough oxygen in our body so we can do everything, because the cells require oxygen to work. So after that, we have the digestive system. That starts with your mouth and your tongue. And then you chew your food and you swallow it, and it comes down here and it comes into your stomach. Let's see if I can take this guy apart. This is your liver, by the way. That's part of the digestive system too. So this is, you have right here is your stomach, and that's where the food comes into. And then it gets all mashed up and all icky, and then it goes into the small intestines. And from the small intestines, it's gonna go all the way down and around, and it's gonna absorb all the kind of nutrients and water that your body needs for energy and fuel. And then it's gonna come into the large intestines. And then after it comes down through the large intestines, it comes out of your body, and we all know what that's called. All right, so after that, we have our, let's talk about the skeletal muscle system real quick, one more time. So you have two types of muscles. You have skeletal muscles, and you also have cardiac muscles. Now, the cardiac muscles are involuntary muscles. Do you remember that from your homework? Where you don't really have to think about it, and the heart's gonna keep pumping on its own to give the body that oxygen. Now, the skeletal muscles that you use to move the parts of your body, those are voluntary muscles. Everything that's in your body works together. If you lose one piece, nothing else works. But my favorite part, the nervous system, it's gonna start with your brain. You ready to be really crazy? We're gonna take a little bit of this thing off, and this is gonna be half of your brain. The other half is in here, encapsulated in the skull, which is a part of the skeletal system. And so this is your brain, and your brain is gonna tell your body everything to do. Now, the way it tells it is it's by sending impulses and signals, we're just gonna put that here, down a nerve. Now, the nerves, we're gonna turn this guy around, actually come down from your brain down into your spinal column. You see all these little branches coming off? Those are nerves, and those nerves send impulses down these nerves that tell your body to move. It can tell your body to blink. It tells your body when you need to breathe. It tells your heart to pump. So everything that happens in your body has to have your brain. Now, the really cool little part, and the last thing I'm going to take apart on this guy, this is actually your skeletal bone. It's called your vertebrae. So if you see the hole right here, this is where the nerves are going to go through. And then the little yellow pieces are where it branches off and it goes to all other parts of your body. You have nerves everywhere. You have nerves in your skin, you have nerves in your toes, you have nerves in your eye, you have nerves everywhere. And those nerves are also responsible for when you feel pain. So you stub your toe, you're gonna feel it. So that response when you stub your toe comes all the way back up your spinal system to your brain, and your brain registers it and goes, oh my gosh, it hurts. So then your brain sends nerves back down, and that's what makes you pull your foot away. All right, so in recap, we're gonna put this guy back here. Without your brain, your body's not gonna work. Without, we're gonna put your liver back. Without your digestive system, your body doesn't have energy to do the things that it needs to do. The heart is what pumps the blood to the body. And that's what gives it oxygen to make your muscles and your cells and every part work. But you have to have your lungs to oxygenate the blood that the heart pumps. So as you can see, if all of these systems work together, then your body does wonderful, amazing things like run marathons. Each of these systems relate to themselves and also relate with each other. If one goes down, then the others go down. All right, so if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask Miss Lee about all of them, and I hope you enjoyed my little scary looking guy right here.